I have honestly been really tired of wearing my hair the same exact way every single day. I honestly just wash it and wear it down. I don't do anything else really to it. I do love it, but at the same time, I kind of just want to experiment with some new hairstyles that maybe I could actually wear. So today, I'm going to be trying out a bunch of different trending TikTok hairstyles for you guys so we can see what I like and what I don't like. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's start with hairstyle number 1. Okay, so it looks like she uses this little parting comb to like get her middle part perfect. So I'm gonna grab my comb like that. Okay, I've never been honestly perfect at doing this, but I'm gonna try my best. I actually think it's easier if I like flip my hair first and kind of let it naturally part. Let's fix it a little bit with our comb. Okay, so she kind of starts out by twisting like this. The twist looks decent. I'm just gonna keep twisting it, I think, and then she kind of like put it in her mouth. I have lipstick on, so we'll see how this part goes. Ew. So we kind of have our chunks like this, and then she kind of brought them back into like a bun. This is definitely harder than it looks. I'm gonna kind of twist the pieces together, I think. So I'm kind of doing this in the back and like twisting the twists together, if that makes sense. And then I'm gonna put a clip here. Clip number 1 is secure. That's actually not looking horrible. She put another clip like right above this clip, so I'm gonna try that. Okay, maybe I did okay. I don't know if that's centered, but it looks like she kind of just like let the rest of it confetti out like this. Not bad. I actually think that one's kind of cute. I feel like a 90s like cheetah girl. Maybe it looks sillier on camera, but in person, it actually looks kind of cute. It looks like I have a little fluffy like bun. What do you guys think? I'll give you a full like 360. I like this one. I think I'm gonna give this one like a 4 out of 5. Okay, on to curl style number 2. Okay, this one's so cute, and I think it's actually perfect because I have not done any type of space buns ever with my hair, which is actually kind of crazy to believe. Since I literally just did the middle part for my last style, I kind of already have that going, but now I have to extend it to like the back of my head. I find this to be the hardest part of styles, for sure. Fun fact, I have scoliosis, and it makes my perception of middle very different from I think most people's perception of what's in the middle. I don't really have a sense of what's exactly middle that's accurate, so we're gonna try our best, but no guarantees that this is gonna look centered. So I got the part 2, I think, a pretty good place. It's looking pretty even. And she uses these tiny little rubber bands. I can't see them in the video, so I'm assuming she used clear ones. So I'm gonna use these clear little rubber bands that I have on hand. I'm not gonna use all the gel and stuff that she used, but I'm gonna piece out a few little flyaways, kind of like she did, just so I have some pieces hanging out, just so I can make sure that I have my sections accurate. I'm gonna do that for now. And then I think I'm gonna go ahead and just do this bun. And she really like slicked hers back. I think I might just use my fingers like this. I feel like I also could just use a little brush to do this too. You could add gel if you want to. I'm just not gonna add gel because I'm gonna be doing other hairstyles too. We're gonna loosely just kind of wrap this. And I don't want it to be like super tight. I want it to be like cute and kind of loose like hers was. And I like how there's some little like curls hanging out of the buns that she did. I'm happy with that. So I'm gonna take one of these rubber bands, and that should maybe do the trick. And I feel like I can kind of tuck in some pieces if they look a little bit too long. My hair really wants to escape these rubber bands, that is for sure. This hairstyle is really giving me a hard time. Okay, we're just gonna go with this. We're gonna try the other side now. This So I'm gonna do the same thing and take a little chunk from the front. I'm gonna twist it and try to get it even. Maybe it's easier the less I try to make it look good. Maybe that's the whole point of this hairstyle. I don't know if I like this, but maybe you guys will like it more than I do. I don't know. I don't know if this is my favorite look I've ever done, but you guys let me know if you like this. I'll give you guys a full 360. So I think I'm gonna give this one like a 3 out of 5. Okay, this third hairstyle looks actually really fun, so I'm excited to try this one. Okay, so for this one, she started out with the middle part again, which is perfect for me. Okay, so it looks like she kind of took the middle section like this and parted it down toward her ear. It's kind of nice having curly hair because I feel like when you part it, it doesn't always have to be like the most perfect. You can kind of like hide mistakes in curly hair versus like straighter hair, which honestly is kind of a blessing for people like me that cannot get their hair like perfectly parted. I'm just gonna go with this chunk because I'm pretty happy with that. And then I'm just gonna try to match that one. Wow, that actually turned out pretty straight. So I think I'm gonna take the back part of my hair just so I don't get it like mixed in with the front parts. And I'm just gonna tie it into a really loose rubber band. So she has a little like front framing piece and I wanna do the same. So I'm just gonna take a little curl that I like from the front. And if it's a little frizzy looking like this too, you can also take a little water bottle and I like to just spray it. I'm actually going to use a tiny bit of product. I think I'm just going to use a little bit of mousse so it's not like super heavy like gel. And I'm just going to run it through my hair like this. What I like to do is go from the bottom and just kind of wrap it up my fingers like this. And you drop your finger like this. And it gives you this cute little defined curly in the front. She kind of divides this part in two. My hair kind of naturally comes up to a point right here, so I'm gonna do this little part here. And I'm gonna put in my first rubber band right here. And I have to wrap these around a few times because my hair pieces are a little bit thin, so I'm gonna do like 3 times. And then she did a little second rubber band. And I like to use my brush just to like make the front part look a little more even. I think I'm happy with that. And I think I'm actually gonna take this side out now and do this side because I wanna make sure that these sides are looking even as far as where the rubber bands are. We're gonna do the same thing. I don't know if I can part this side as well. I might need this a little bit. Oh my god, I totally forgot to do the front little curl. So I'm gonna leave a little chunk out actually. And then I'm gonna take my little ponytail and put it right here. This hairstyle is making me feel like a Spice Girl. Also, rest in peace to my hairs that are gonna get stuck in these little clear rubber bands. I'm sacrificing my hair for you guys. I think that that's looking pretty good. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do the same little curl thing to this hair. Now, let me grab another rubber band. This would be a fun style for like a concert or some like fun event. So I like how she twisted her hair, but I kind of want to do it going backwards toward the back of my head instead of like toward the front of my head. I don't know, that just feels right to me. I'm gonna start by twisting this a little bit like that. And then maybe like just kind of twisting it into the bottom piece. So I'm kind of like pulling and twisting these together. She left quite a bit at the end, so I think I'm gonna cut myself off like right here. And now we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. So I kind of twisted this like that first. and then just like dropped it down to here and then started twisting them together. Look at that, I'm already a pro. Okay. That is so cute. Okay, let's see it with all of my hair down. And I'm gonna floof it up a little bit more. Let's also crunch out these curlies because they have a little bit of a cast on them. Okay, what do we think of the final result, you guys? I think this one's pretty cute. I think this would also look really cute if you did some fun little like edges right here, but overall, this one was pretty fun. These twists do kind of like blend into the rest of my hair, and they look a little thick for my taste. I think that's just how I did it, but still pretty cute. Here's the full 360 of this hairdo. I think I'm gonna give this one like a 2.5 out of 5. Okay, let's move on to hairstyle number 4. I love the side part that she did in this one. I thought that was so cute and like 90s vibes. Okay, so she starts with the part, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing. She kind of did it like a little bit far to the side. This is so nostalgic. I remember parting my hair so far over like this when I was in like middle school. Okay, so I think I'm actually gonna use a little spray to just get this part of my hair a little more flat. She kind of sprayed it into her hair. I think I'm gonna rub it into my hands and then kind of just flatten it like this. I think this will really help to just make the bun look a lot slicker. So she kind of sections like a little chunk coming out from this part. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I think that's a good amount. Might even be a little too much. Okay, so I'm gonna take this chunk from the top and just tie it into a little bun like she did. I think this is just to kind of get this part out of the way so I can focus on the rest of the hair. Okay, so she added even more product, so I think I'm gonna do the same. I think I'm gonna use a little bit of mousse again just to add a little hold. So I'm gonna put this on the top part of my hair. You could also use gel for this too. I feel like gel would work perfectly fine. Anything that will just give your hair a little shine and a little hold and just help you brush out all the waves. So next she took like these little pieces out from kind of like by her ear. And then, I don't know where my brush went. And I think for this, I'm just gonna start brushing it back. It's looking pretty straight to me. So she uses one rubber band first to make the ponytail and then does the little bun. So I want this one to be nice and tight so that it'll give my hair some extra hold. And then I'm gonna grab a second rubber band. So then she kind of like ties her hair up and does a little rubber band at the bottom. But I actually don't have bobby pins on hand. So I'm gonna just make this into a little messy bun to my liking. And then just kind of let it be a little bit loose. And then I'm gonna try to just hide the rubber band a little bit with the curls that are poking out. Okay, so for this next part, she kind of just takes this middle part out and then smooths it and tucks it behind the bun. So I think what I'm gonna do is just add a little bit more of my mousse just to really make this part straight. I'm gonna try to get this part really slick. And then because I actually don't have bobby pins, I'm just gonna take this and really slick it down. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and use a little clip and clip it underneath the bun. I'm just gonna use these like mini clips. And I'm just kind of clipping them underneath the bun. I'm gonna do the second clip under here. And I feel like I could honestly just take the rest of it and just tuck it into the bun. So I'm gonna tuck it underneath the rubber band. And then lastly, I think what I'm gonna do is just add a little product to these front pieces just so that I can perfect them a little more. So let's add in a little bit to each side. And I'm gonna just kind of like loosely twist these ones this time just to make them a little bit like longer, and then just scrunch them up to add a little more curl definition. I think this would work really well if you have shorter front pieces, because mine are actually pretty long. I think I'm gonna give this one a 4 out of 5. But let's move on to the next hairstyle. Okay, so this one's actually, I think, pretty easy and straightforward compared to some of the other ones I've done. So essentially, I'm just gonna start by parting my hair in the middle. My hair has gotten so floofy from doing all of these styles, but you know what? That's just part of the fun. I'm just gonna eyeball 2 little chunks of my hair on each side. And I think I'm gonna leave a little bit of hair out on the side too, just to make it extra like cute. I think I'm gonna pull out a little more from this side. I think I'm going to tie back the rest of my hair just in a little rubber band so it's out of the way. And you can use, honestly, any rubber band type for this, but I'm just going to use the little clear ones and tie my hair up into little ponytails. She uses such a thick, cute pink ribbon, but sadly I don't have that on hand. But I do have this black ribbon. I don't know how well it's going to show up, but you know what? We're just gonna try it out and see how it goes. So I'm gonna take the ribbon and I'm gonna put it behind the rubber band like this. And then I'm gonna try to just get it pretty even. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and tie my bow. And I'm trying to cover up that clear rubber band. And now we're gonna do the second one. Okay, now that the second one's in, I think I'm actually liking the bows a little bit more. I just wish they were a different color, you know, so they stood out a little better, but honestly, not too bad. Now I'm gonna let down the rest of my hair. This one is so funny because my hair is so like poofy, but it kind of makes it just cuter. This one was honestly so easy and also just looks pretty cute when you have pretty poofy hair like my hair right now. It's so big and voluminous. I think I'm gonna give this one, honestly, like a 5 because who doesn't love bows? And I think it would look good no matter how your hair is looking. This one really makes me feel like a Sailor Moon character. All right, so we are on to the final hairstyle. Okay, so she starts out with parting her hair in like 2 even parts. So I'm gonna start with the top part. This is a little tricky to get these parts even. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little bit of my mousse and just kind of slick back this top front part, and then take my brush and just kind of brush it back. And then I'm actually gonna just section this top part a little bit so I can do it second. I'm just gonna put it up in a little bun for now. And then now, I'm just gonna focus on doing the bottom. So I'm gonna brush the bottom part back. So I'm gonna put this bottom part in a ponytail. Now I can really focus on slicking back this top part and just getting it nice and smooth. Oh! Whoopsie. I'm gonna put that ponytail kind of close to the other one. Okay, so here's where we're at with the ponytail. So I'm gonna tie up the first one again. I'm gonna take a bunch of these little plastic rubber bands and just start making little bubble chunks in this bottom part of my hair. Now I'm gonna move on to the top part. So I just finished doing the top now, and these bubbles are looking honestly pretty cool. I think this would be fun if you had different color rubber bands too. I think I'm gonna pull out a few curls as well, just to add a little bit more something in the front so I don't look as like bald. But this is pretty fun. This is like something I've never done. I don't know how I feel about the bottom being so poofy, but it is kind of cute and kind of interesting. Let me know what you guys think of this weird hairstyle. I feel like it looked better in the video than it does actually recreating it. I think I'm gonna give this one like a 2. It was really fun trying out all these different weird and cool hairstyles on my hair. I definitely am going to be using a couple of them in my normal everyday life. Let me know down below which one you guys like the most. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next Friday. Bye!